add to the stream. Y'all let me know. Put a one in the chat if you can hear your boy. Put a one in the chat if you can hear the noise. Put a one in the chat if it brings you joy. Put a one in the chat if you can hear your boy. Hey. You're hearing Ice Spice will end that older, younger thing, Latto. All right, well, she's going to have to wait because I thought the way everybody was talking, I was getting amped up. And then till I seen she about to do 13K or 14K, I was about to get fired up. Like the way I was hearing, Glorilla, some people were saying she gonna top Megan. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, she's got the hype. I heard a lot of people if I could show you the DMs, got a lot of people in my inbox saying, oh, we're gonna show you that she gonna live up to the hype and whoop whoop whoop. Okay, I gotta see it. I'm a man that believes in show and prove, not talk and not show and tell. I believe in show and prove, not show and tell. If you are old enough to remember what show and tell is, remember you be back in school, be like, oh, we're gonna have show and tell tomorrow. And then you come and you bring something from your home and then you tell people about it. And then we be sitting there like, yeah, whatever. This Negro lion. Show and prove, baby. You know? What's up, Marcel? That's what I'm saying. The numbers tell what's going on, baby. People like to try to hold on. Let's start this off with Ice Spice. We're gonna go into Kanye afterwards. People try to the thing I love about people, and I don't allow them to do it. Other people allow them to do it, right? But I happen to have a very good memory, and I don't forget nothing. I don't forget what people say. What people say. Oh, when she does such and such, remember I told you and stuff like that. Oh, trust me, I'm gonna remember. So don't tell me, oh, remember I told you, because I'm definitely going to remember. Definitely gonna remember. And I don't want people, when the numbers come out, I don't want people then running back talking about, oh, but it's just an EP. Nah, 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 nigga. That's not what you were saying when you was thinking it was gonna do fucking 50, 60,000. Nobody was saying, oh, it's just an EP though. All I heard was Princess Diana. Princess Diana is better than any song Drake got. Somebody told me earlier, oh, Ice Spice is already better than Drake because Drake don't be putting out nothing but garbage now. He don't even care about his fans anymore. All he put out is garbage. Well, if all he puts out is garbage, how is these records going number one? Why are these people buying these records? I just saw him, one of Drake's old joints get back on the chart. And you could tell it has something to do with the records that are out now because Miley Cyrus is number one. Shout out to Miley. Yo, Miley, what's good? Miley said, this is what's good. Number one debut. I can tell you flowers. I can tell you what's good. So shout out to Miley Cyrus. Low key, the queen of Disney. Saved Disney's rise to that bomber clock. They saved that bomber clock rise. She absolutely did save that bomber clock. That company would have been done, dead in the water. caboose, compete, everything else until Miley Cyrus did Hannah Montana. And they were like, "Oh, wait a minute. We might be Nickelodeon may not be able to run us out. We got this Hannah Montana idea. Let's put it into action quick." Because Nickelodeon was on their neck. Nickelodeon's about to run their ass out of business, and then Disney having all them issues with the Mickey Mouse Club. All this shit was starting to come out. Motherfuckers was like, "Yo, if them checks don't keep coming, we blasting all y'all. We gonna blast everybody for all the affairs, all the SAs, all the SHs." Disney was getting ready to get blown out of the water. Yeah, she could be a baby girl all she wants to. Yeah, I'd smash. She's definitely hot. You know what I mean? She's definitely hot, but there's a whole lot of rappers that's hot. I'm talking about hot looking. She's hot looking because she got the different look or whatever. But remember, that bitch is a queef. Who was in here with me the other night making the song Queef? You seen her on the sex tape queefing? Twerk, twerk, baby, twerk. Uh, okay, okay. That bitch is a queef. That bitch. He's trying to film you. Oh, that bitch is a queef. Wait, what? He's trying to film you. That bitch is a queef. Wait, how did I made a song? Yeah, but that part. You know how I film you? That bitch is a queef. Something to do with the beef. I forgot what I was saying. He said, "Twerk, twerk it, baby, twerk on it." She said, "Okay." And it is her because I don't give a damn what these fans try to say. Oh, that's not her. There was nobody, and you could tell it's a couple of years old. There was nobody rocking that hairstyle. Nobody. She's the only person that was rocking that red hair, that red little big bird afro. There was nobody else doing it. So she can't say it wasn't her. She could try to say it wasn't her. It was her. Without a doubt, it was her. The ass looked the same size, all that. Same complexion. Twerk it for me, baby. Okay. You know what I'm feeling you? That bitch is a queen. Oh man, oh man. Is that how I'm feeling you? That bitch is a queen. Damn, what was I saying? Something with the beef. Wait. That I'm feeling you? That bitch is a queef. Talking that shit you can't take the beef. Wait. Talking that shit you can't take the beef. Take the beef. Oh man, I can't remember what I was saying, but I had a nice little song going. It was Ice Spice. Y'all join me live join me live on YouTube. For the ones that can't see it, well maybe the ones can. If y'all don't have a YouTube, make a YouTube and come subscribe. But yeah, that was Ice Spice. Without a doubt, it was her. Cause it was that same fat ass. It was the same. She was same size, same complexion, and brother, nobody had that big bird hairstyle. She's the only one with the big bird hairstyle. Told her twerk on it, baby. Okay. You know, feeling the bitch is a queef. Damn, I can't think of my lyrics. You can't take the beef. Talking that shit, but you can't take the beef. As I said, talking that shit, but you can't take the beef. Oh, but she for the streets. As I said, thought she was mine, but she for the street. Talking that shit, but you can't take the beef. So I'm feeling you. That bitch is a queef. Thought she was mine, but she for the streets. Talking that shit, but you can't take the beef. No, no, she didn't poop. She didn't poop on nobody, Dolly. She just queefed. Yeah, she like I said, she has the now that print law what low that princess Diana is kind of hot. That might be her next joint. That Princess Diana's kind of hot now. I like I like the bikini bottom joint more than I like Munch. But Munch just had Munch had the little had the little chant thing on, but um I like I like the bikini bottom joint, and then everybody's talking about this Princess Diana. So we'll see. We'll see if she's able to ride the wave. But I'm a little disappointed in the numbers because the way people was acting. I thought we was getting ready to see Cardi B all over again. Because I'm like, wait a minute now. I see a whole lot of people like, yo, Drake name dropped her. You get Drake to name drop you. Drake don't be name dropping females like that. Unless he's smashing them. But Drake, when it come down to rap and whatever, Drake don't really give too many females no cosign. He was like, really, it go hard though. I'm telling you, that Ice Spice, it goes hard, guy. I'm telling you. Everybody was like, who? Oh, Drake must be trying to fuck. He must be trying to fuck. And everybody was like, he must be trying to fuck. No, nobody even took Drake serious when he said that. That's just Drake being Drake. He's just trying to fuck. But now they see that it might not have been a joke so funny, because she's still out there in these streets. Come on, man. So we'll see what happens with her. But the chick, hold on. Where's my girl at? Where's my girl at? Sorry, I got to always, you know how we have to come into this mother effer. Hold on, hold on. Y'all know whose verse I gotta hear, right? The hottest bitch in the game right now. Hottest bitch in the game. Hottest bitch in the game. got got to hear the verse. Hold on now. Hold on. Y'all make sure y'all the live when y'all come in the door. Since y'all niggas ain't gonna hit my cash app, at least you can like. It costs you nothing. Okay. Come on now. Now I need to I need the video portion of it. I need the video. Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
These magician classes are paying off. Avocado. That's not magic. You skip express lane.
Let's go, y'all.
I mean, it kind of is with magic.
Hit the like button. Coming through the door. We about to get into some things. Kanye West, Jaguar Wright, Karesha. Tell him, Karesha. Put a block in his ass if he ever asked me to post him. Ooh, child. That's my girl, boy. That girl, something else, boy. Karesha getting it done right now. So they're saying that Ice Spice will probably. Y'all join me on YouTube. Join me on YouTube, guys. They're saying that Ice Spice is probably going to hit about 56, somewhere in there on the chart. Um, but if y'all want to hear, album, if you into female rap and you want the album right now, go get Gloss Up. Go listen to Gloss Up. Gloss Up is that chick. She's better than Glorilla. Glorilla came out first. Gloss Up is better than Glorilla. I like Glorilla, but Gloss Up better than Glorilla. Shit. Go listen to Gloss Up. Yeah, Jessica, they've been doing that Chloe Normani thing for a minute, and no matter how much Chloe says we don't have no beef, people have been saying to me that y'all, I'm on YouTube. If y'all want to join me on YouTube, if not, you can stay on Instagram. They've been saying that Chloe, every time Normani do something, I never noticed this. Maybe if I wasn't so busy looking at Chloe's ass, maybe I would be able to notice something. But whenever I see Chloe, I always really just look at her ass and her lips. So anything she doing out of pocket, I don't even see because I'm mesmerized by the booty. I'm gonna be honest with you, and her voice, like, well, the booty and her voice, you can be mesmerized by. But a lot of Normani fans are saying, "Oh, you don't never call Chloe on her BS. Every time Normani drops something, here come Chloe with either a teaser, some sort of song where she roll around on the floor, or some." And I was like, What y'all talking about?" And then they started giving me dates like, oh, when she put out a picture that said she was dropping Fair, all of a sudden Chloe said she dropping some record. And he said something else when Normani did something. All of a sudden Chloe is listening to songs talking about she gonna have her fans pick the songs. So I don't know whether that's true or not, Burning. I don't know whether it's vice versa. But the Normani fans are the one that's saying Normani's doing it first, and then Chloe is doing something else to try to, piss off Normani. But she keeps saying, "Oh, there's no beef." You know, I keep hearing Chloe trying to convince everybody. I haven't heard Normani say nothing. Normani's probably like, "Yeah, bitch, you say it's no beef, but then every time Beyonce send your ass over here to do something, you do it." Hey, that's that allegedly. We'll say allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah, you know, that over there with RCA, that's that Brandon dude. That's that Brandon cat who wanted to do something with Normani and she ain't really with it. So he started smashing Anita. And you know Anita's hot in the ass. You know, Anita's smashing every damn thing right now in the industry. Like to get where she to get where she needed to go. Now she'll probably calm it down now. But Anita, when she was like going through that phase of trying to get where she needed to go to where she's at right now, she was opening up them legs for everything. You know what I mean? It fell apart with her and Drake. I don't know what happened. It felt like that whole thing fell apart, but she was getting ready to smash Drake too. But I don't know what happened, and then she ended up unfollowing him. Sometime I think Drake was setting her up through Annuel, and something happened, and Anita ended up unfollowing Drake. But Anita was running through everything, you know. Right now, Chloe. Now people are trying to drag Normani because Chloe is dropping before Normani. Drake got to smash everything because people be right now he's that guy in the music industry, right? He's that guy in the music industry, so he's the number one guy in rap, and he's the lady killer. You know, they be after Drizzy. He's the number one guy in rap, and he's a lady killer. I don't be on Twitter. No, no, Nino. I'm telling you, I just really started getting back into Twitter, and I got so much shit going on. It's like I try to keep up with Twitter, but you gotta follow me on my new Twitter account. I try to keep up with it, but I'm doing so much shit during the day. I have to go back and actually research that whole Chloe Normani thing. But people were sending me like receipts, like here and here she did it again, and four times is not a coincidence, and blah blah blah. So I'm like, damn, okay, Chloe, what the hell you doing to my girl Normani over here? I know I like me some Normani now. All right, so she's defended Chloe too. Okay, so both of them are saying that there's no beef. So then why do I got nine different DMs saying there is beef? You know? A lot of times, you gotta remember something. A lot of times, these celebrities, like, I'm gonna mostly, for some reason, it's the same, but I'm gonna mostly believe the fans over the celebrity. You know why? Because if there was nothing for the fans to create, unless they're photoshopping it, like if Chloe's really doing that, after like three or four times, it's no longer coincidence. You know you're doing it, and the fans are picking up on that, and they're like, "Oh, this is our proof." So if you don't want people to actually think that, you'll stop doing it. she'll sit back and be like, "I wonder why the fans say that. Me and Normani don't have no beef. I wonder why the fans say that." All she gotta do is go to Twitter and look at what they tweeting. Oh, they say that because it seems like every single time. Then she gotta look down at herself and be like, "Oh snap! I didn't even realize that." Or she could just say "f you" and keep going. But in order for a rumor to start, it has to be some sort of basis, right? It has to be some sort of basis. I'm not talking about a one-time rumor either. But what I will say is Chloe has done that multiple times. That's just an actual fact. Okay. Like I'm talking the day of, but overall, hate the comparisons. Okay, well maybe that's why the comparisons come on Burning Daylighter because to me, they're not the same artists. I would compare Summer Walker to Chloe before I compare Normani to Chloe. You know, like I thought Normani was like a pop star. I was trying to compare Normani to something to like Doja Cat. Like I thought Normani was a pop star. I didn't know she was gonna be no R&B singer. R&B is dead anyway. She came out of a group where she was the only black girl, and that group was a pop group. So I would figure she would want to sing pop music if she was in a pop group. Even when Chloe's album got delayed, she still hold on. Even when Chloe's album got delayed, she still posted covers of her singing to keep her name out there. Normani don't be doing S, but posting cute pics. That is kind of true. Like Normani, but I'm gonna tell you something. I don't really blame Normani because she saw all of she saw all of them tweets, all of the tweets about Wildside and how it was too raunchy. Normani shouldn't have been doing that. Oh, it's an R&B song. Normani's a pop singer. This, that, and the third. She needs to make a song that she was talking about her coochie. This, that, and the other. So everybody was getting on her. So what did she do? She turned around and she just made a pop song that she wasn't talking about her coochie. They were saying she was over dancing. Oh, what's she doing all that dancing for on Wild Side? Oh, on this part of the video, she should have just been walking around showing a look like all these fucking videographers from their damn couch that ain't never directed no video, but they gonna tell Normani what she should have did in her video. So she sees all that stuff. So she said, you know what? I'm just gonna do fair. I'm not really dancing that much on TV to it. It's a nice little pop song, and I love the song, but nobody bought it. Nobody streamed it, and then they start making fun of her. So when that happens, you can get a little discouraged. You can get a little discouraged. I hate Stan Twitter because they go out there and if you don't get along with their fave, they add on to the hate, and then the record labels start employing these bots. And once these other labels start getting a hold to these little hate bots, if y'all don't know what they are, I explained to y'all before. They're bots, they're artificial intelligence that labels be buying, and they buy a bunch of uh bots that say different stuff, and all those bots will say those hateful things, all night or however long you set it up. And it comes across like they're real people, but they're not real people. Who, Latto? I mean, if Latto had a fan base, I would think Wouldn't she have a fan base from that show? Ain't she from some sort of show or something? I would think that she would have a fan base from there. That's how Cardi B fan base started off. She didn't start off with the general public. Cardi B started off with fans from Instagram, and then she got fans from Love and Hip Hop, and then she got mixtape fans, and then she got general public fans. But when she first came in the door, the only people that knew her were people from Instagram, once in a while YouTube. That's it. Instagram and YouTube. So I would think that if Lotto won, I guess he won. I think she was on like Jermaine Dupri or something like that. I would hope that if you go and win a show on from Jermaine Dupri, a national televised show, that you'd have some sort of fans from there. You know, yeah, Normani. Normani definitely needs to get it together. For only her? What do you mean? What's for only her? What'd you say, Ruth? A lot of artists. What's up, Beehive 21? A lot of artists of LA today. I noticed I don't want to do the work. Lotto was on that show, The Rap Game. Thank you, Ruth. The Rap Game. What's up, Sherilyn? Over on Instagram. We're on YouTube. What's up, Mika? What's up, Dee Love? What's up on my Instagram, peeps? If you want to come over to YouTube, you come over to YouTube. Okay, let's get into. We can get back to Normani and Chloe, but let's get into Jaguar Wright real quick. I'm gonna give Jaguar Wright some advice. Like I'm not gonna talk about Jaguar Wright for an extended period of time because I'm just not that interested. You know, somebody asks me every day, "Oh, what do you think? What do you think about Jaguar Wright?" Every day somebody asks me that. So Jaguar Wright here is some advice. Okay, Jaguar. This is from me to you. Heaven Hollywood to Jaguar Wright. So let me give you some good advice. Yeah, I'm on YouTube now. I'm on YouTube now. So if you come on YouTube, just come to the YouTube channel. If everyone doesn't know it, it's the IE Network TV. So Jaguar Wright got released from the hospital/jail yesterday, and she seems to be back at least to where she was before, but you can tell it's just still something missing. She's back saying that, or saying on live that her husband put a gun to her head, and he's just sitting there talking about, oh yeah, so and so is Millie Vanilli, but then when she said, yeah, but you put a gun in my head, and he got real quiet. It looks as though, as soon as they got off that subject, he got back on something else, and then he got loud again. But she was saying, oh, you put a gun to my head, this and another. With that being said, see what happens is you see a snowball effect. Now I done seen about 3 other people since Jaguar come out and say, oh, they spilling tea about Jay-Z. And if you get me to 50K followers or whatever, I'm going to spend this Jay-Z tea. So now she's opened up the floodgates for other people who probably would have never said nothing about Jay. What happens at the casting couch? Oh, I could definitely tell you that because I used to see it all the time when I was in porn because that's where I started. So I tell you what happened on them casting couch. The same thing that happened when it comes to casting girls in porn. It's pretty much to cast girls in porn. Most of the time, you're pretty much using clickbait. You're pretty much saying, "Oh, girls, hot girls needed for music videos, hot girls needed for posters, hot girls needed for modeling." Like you got to put something down there to catch their attention, right? Once they catch their attention, and then you show up, and and then they got to go to the casting couch. So they're sitting there like all sitting on the couch, like, yeah, you need and then you come in and they're sitting there and they got their little hot outfit on or whatever, and you come in like, oh, Lisa, and she's like, yeah, they all nervous. Oh, how you doing, Evan? Come on in. And then you just basically say, with them into it, we're looking for. Did you answer the ad? So yeah, yeah, I answered the ad. Then you have to tell them what did the ad say. Oh, hot girls needed for music videos, modeling, whatever. And then you basically tell them, okay, so you're into modeling, and you got to start asking them, do you have any issue? You know, if we told you if you're in a scene, there might be a scene where you're in it dancing with a boy or dancing with another guy. You might be getting up close and you dancing. Do you have a problem with that? No, I don't have no problem with that. Okay, that's good. And then, you keep talking. You're like, yeah, they also may be, you know, there might be a scene where you might have to kiss somebody. Do you have any issue, with kissing someone that you don't really know? No, 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 I'm good. I don't have an issue with that. You know what I mean? So, and that's how you go down the line. And finally, it's like, we're gonna be in bikinis. You're gonna be in whatever. Do you have any problem getting a bikini? No. Okay, so here's a bikini. Go check. Go put this on. Come back. When you come back, we'll finish talking and see if you want to do it or whatever. And then that's what happens. Um, yeah, and then the moment you just keep asking them, like, listen, you have to let them know, like, listen, we got, you can't really waste a lot of time because we have a lot of girls. You have a lot of girls that want this gig. You have to tell them, what you can make up until, 750, $750 a day, $1,000 a day, whatever the case may be. And then you gotta listen, other girls. Then most of the time they say, no, 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 I really want, is there? So what do you need to see for you to like cancel the? I remember one girl we had in the casting couch. She was like, "What do I have to do for you to cancel every girl after me?" She was like the first girl there too. Yeah, porn was some wild shit. That's like some next level shit. Like, yeah, that's some next level shit. Hey, Dolly. Oh, new subscriber. Yay. Al. Thank you, Lalani. So, damn. Yeah, so here's my thing with Jaguar Wright. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again really quickly. I've been in the industry a long time. Well, at least I was in the industry a long time, so I know the fuckery that goes on. Like there's fuckery that goes on. We know that. It's like it's fuckery with any industry. It's bullshit that happens with the music industry, right? So I definitely know that. But there's just certain things that if you don't have proof to, you got to be very careful bringing that to the public. So Paris Hilton, you gotta be very careful bringing that to the public because nowadays, um, celebrities know they can sue bloggers now, and celebrities or a lot of them, if you know that they'll go, if you know that they'll go the extra long route to sue, right? You got to be careful what you say because it could end up in a lawsuit. So when people be like, "Oh, well, everybody know Diddy's gay," right? If one of Diddy's people, that's why you gotta be careful. If one of Diddy's people happen to be in the chat, and you know Diddy got people all over. If one of Diddy's people happen to be in chat and be like, "Excuse me, you just said everybody knows Diddy's gay." Yeah, that's what I said. Mm, okay. So we're gonna be back later on, and I hope you got some proof with you because you said everybody knows he's gay. So guess what? When I come back here this afternoon with my legal papers to sue you, you better have some proof that Diddy's gay. And if you don't have any proof, you will be hearing from my lawyer. So that's why I tell people, especially content creators, you got to be careful. You may wake up one day and all your shit is gone. New York, New York. Definitely Lalani, New York, Long Island. Because Long Island accents and New Jersey accents are very similar. So that's why, if you're not a content creator and you want to say it out in the comments or whatever, because you just think it's just never going to happen, he's never going to see it, that'll be the day that he sees it. Because trust me, Diddy is a troll. He will go looking through, he don't care whether the live had 4 people in it, or the live had 40, or the live had 400. He's gonna go looking in accounts to see who's saying something, about him. You know, so it's a suggestion that you say allegedly or in my opinion, right? In my opinion, that's always the safest. Not even allegedly. In my opinion, is the safest thing to say in that situation. Safest thing to say is, in my opinion. Oh, you from Long Island, burning daylight, or where you from? Yeah, well, 50 Cent is another celebrity, and Diddy, you know what I mean? He's another celebrity, and what's Diddy really gonna say to him? It's the same way how he used to troll 50. He used to troll 50. So with the celebrity saying it, if Diddy probably can't prove it to 50 Cent because 50 might just pop up with some proof. You never know. 50 has access to things and has access to money that where even if he don't have the complete truth, if he got a bunch of money, He can create the truth. If you got money, you can have some doctor come in like, yeah, I treated him personally for he had herpes on his lips or whatever, and he came in with another man, and I treated him personally. So you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Are you from North Bab? Okay, so I grew up. Oh, you right around it. So I grew up the next time over. Like at first, I was living in Deer Park, so it's right near North Bab. And then I stayed in Deer Park till like fourth grade. Then I moved to Hempstead, and I was in Hempstead the rest of my time. But I still went back to Deer Park on the weekends. Yeah, you right there, B. Alleged depends. Depends on how you use it. Yeah, that's the thing. So he can't say that to 50 because 50 may say, "Oh, you said prove it." Oh, okay, that's all I've been waiting for. Alleged is viable sometimes. Sometimes, yeah, I fucking hate the Clippers. They don't never want to play basketball till they see the Lakers. They are so much on our dick. That's all they care about is beating the Lakers. Fucking scrub ass team. So, yes, Nicki. So basically, Jaguar. If I was you, I would find out whether Jay Z or whoever else is offering money for your silence. Because if you don't take some sort of settlement or payoff, you're not going to get these boys in no trial. That's definitely not going to happen. You're not getting Jay Z in the trial. It's not going to happen. You will never see him in court for this ever. You'll never see him in court. Everything on DPA. Remember DPA on Friday nights? Burning Daylighter, DPA on Friday nights. That was a whole vibe. Like you don't even got to go to the club. You just get your beer and get your food and go hang out on DPA. You see the car shows. You know what I mean? We used to stop chicks right in the middle of DPA. Shit. You want to get you a white chick? You want to get you a white chick? Go to DPA. As we used to say all the time. You want a white broad? Go to DPA. Yeah, yeah. I think Jay Z just gonna know it too. Yeah, I know the Lakers are trash. So if I'm Jaguar, right, like I said, all the other people they're gonna give her bad advice because they want to see the train wreck. They want to see Jay respond back. They want to see Jay bury her. The bottom line is she better hope y'all be thinking that well, Jay just respond back and then they'll go back and forth. But nah, 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 nah. It ain't gonna be no back and forth if Jay Z actually has to open his mouth. There ain't gonna be no back and forth. That will definitely be the end for her. So I don't want Jay Z to say nothing to her. I'll find out if there's some sort of settlement at the end of the rainbow. If it isn't, still tell stories, but just leave Jay Z out of it. That's what I would do. If you're saying he's trying to kill you, which I don't believe he is, but trying to kill me, this, that, and the third, why do you continuously want to be in an industry where people want to kill you? Um, I don't know Nicki Minaj very well, right? I'll always start my premise by saying this. I've met Nicki Minaj 5 times in my life. All of those 5 times was before 2012. So I have not seen her and 20 what? Sorry, 12 years, right? So I didn't get a chance to know her very well. But the narrative that's being painted on Twitter is that she saw Barty Gang talking about her arms, and then she went and ran and got surgery on her arms so they can stop calling her arms. Now, like I said, I don't know Nicki Minaj very well, but from what that I do know of her, she don't give a fuck if they call her arms. Like, people really think they got that sort of power that they'll make someone go get under the knife when they're just gonna find something else to call her anyway. So I don't believe she had surgery. If she did, it's some surgery that she wanted to get for herself, her stomach, or whatever case may be. I do not believe she went to have surgery on her arms because she don't want people to call her arms anymore. Like, I think that's retarded. The second thing about as far as the marriage problems with Kenny, now, like I said, I go by people that I talk to that knows Nicki Minaj a little bit. There's not a lot of people that are still connected to her that speak to her a lot. But the person I'm connected to speaks to her pretty often. They're a person back, one of the people that know her from Queens. Speaks to her pretty often. Now, I heard they were going through some issues. I don't know how serious it is. I don't know if it's gonna lead to anything, whatever. But they were going through some issues, and I'll tell y'all on members only what the issues was about. I can only get out on members only. But um, they're going through some issues. But they're a married couple. All married couples go through issues. Um, I'll believe she's pregnant before I believe the surgery. Now, I did hear that as well. There's a possibility. I've been telling people before that Nicki Minaj, and if you check all the old interviews up until recently, she always said she wanted two kids before she even had one kid. She was like, I want two kids. She said that several times. Now she may want more than two kids. Who knows? All right, but I wouldn't be shocked if she had another kid. She's married to the dude. And it's obviously it don't look like dude's going nowhere no time soon. So if that's gonna be the person that she's gonna be with, she's gonna eventually have another kid by him. And her biological clock is ticking. Even I always say I don't ever want to give women the wrong impression. But even though, yes, you can have kids when you get older, as you get older, but it's not safe. But it's not safe. That's just like, oh, just because you drink and drive, that don't mean you're gonna get into an accident. You might be able to still handle your car when you're under influence. However, you don't want to get pulled over. You don't want to hit someone by mistake. So even though it doesn't guarantee you that you're gonna go to jail when you drink and drive, you probably shouldn't do it because you don't want something to happen. All right. So yes, she can still have kids later on, but every year, and she said that herself, every year the risk gets higher and higher. You know, so I'm sure she's gonna want to try to get that child in. I don't think she's gonna want to have a kid at 47 because everybody that has children that late, they all say it's tough. You know, there's risk of health issues, and if there's risk of health issues, I don't want her to do that. Like I said, I don't go out. I'm not like them other bloggers. And thank you for that, Lalani. I'm not like those other bloggers. I don't come in here like, oh yeah, I got a Nicki exclusive. It's like Nicki Minaj is one of the most private celebrities out there, right? You don't really see her out. She don't really be going out to parties like that. You don't see her out in the club. Like she's a private person, and I just find it uh I find it incredibly amazing how there's people that have 3 and 4 videos on Nicki Minaj, and they seem to know. They want people to believe that they know Nicki's business. They know who reached out to her. That got a damn just got exclusive every day, huh? How you got exclusive every day and TMZ don't even got it? The Shade Room don't got it. But you got exclusive on Nicki every day. You find out you got something on Nicki Minaj. You could tell I only give people a members only. That's why you'll see a video every other day or maybe every 2 days, sometimes every 4 days. Like it depends on when I get something that I want to share exclusively with members only. But if I don't have nothing, I'm not gonna make shit up. Right? I refuse to do that. I refuse to make up shit. And a lot of people don't have a problem doing that, but I just can't do it. You know, I don't want to be giving out information to people, and I know it's not true. But just because they're pay, keep people paying on members only, that's whack to me. You know, that's whack to me. Oh, Nikki, yeah, I feel you. What do you charge for Nikki T? Well, it's not. Well, it's not just Nikki. Like the exclusive on members only. I just include her in that because I did that for a reason. I just include her in that because when I was giving it for free, I was getting harassed, I was getting threatened, I was getting insulted. My daughter's mother got doxxed because I was basically telling them, and then you look back and everything I was telling was true. They got mad when I said the documentary ain't coming out. Everybody that rock with me will remember that. I came on and when she was saying, "Oh, the documentary's coming soon," I made a video and said, "Let me tell y'all something. I spoke to HBO Max. The documentary is not coming." "Oh, you're a Nicki hater. Oh, you just hate Nicki." Duh, 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 duh. And then they doxed my daughter's mother. Now here we are and that was 2019. Here we are 2023. Do you see the doc? So apparently I was telling the truth. I just try to tell people the truth. I mean, then yeah, and then that's the one everybody be running to. Oh, she got all the tea. She got all the tea. Yeah, okay. I stopped talking about her. I already got the scoop on her. I'm probably the only one to know what she looked like. I'm the only one to know what them titties look like. But fuck her. I could have been like exposed her, put her on blast. I'm just not that type of nigga. As much shit as she did to me, as much backstabbing shit as she did to me, I could have had them fucking titties all over Instagram and all over Twitter if I wanted to, with her face exposed. She'd have to quit Twitter. She would have to quit YouTube. You know what I mean? So no, big don't really got nothing to do with it, Lalani, because Jill Scott's big, and I'll tear Jill Scott's ass up. I know her pussy smell good. Like I said, I could just tell. You know, some big girls they look like they stink. Jill Scott ain't no way in hell she stink. Nope, I'm not gonna believe it. Jill Scott pussy smell like diamonds. Trust me. Yep, she hates everybody except Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, and um and Beyonce. But that's who everybody said. Oh, she's the Holy Trinity. That's what the Barbs say be saying. Okay, I could believe that if you want. Um, but like I said, I always just to tell people I ain't gonna tell them who to listen to, who not to listen to. I just tell them just think about it. Nicki Minaj is mad private. Don't you think she's private? Yes. Okay. So then, don't you ever wonder how one person, one or two people, because her and another blogger, they converse and they both post the same stories. So they be conversing with each other and they post the same story. They even got the same disclaimer, the same exact disclaimer, except the words are changed inside their thing. So it's like, don't you see how nobody else has the news that they have, but only with Nicki Minaj. So I try to give people the truth. So when shit happens, you're not shocked. That's what the best thing I do for Nicki fans. And then of course the Barbs that rock with me, they were upset about the members only, but they still pay it because they know when I tell them something, it's truthful. And they don't care whether it's, you know, bad news or not. They want to know. So like the documentary, I told them that documentary wasn't coming, and I told them why it wasn't coming. But then they were saying, "Oh, he's a hater. He just hates Nicki because they made up this whole shit about, oh, I'm on Cardi's payroll because Cardi sent my daughter a video and send the other." So they started saying all this shit about me being on her payroll. Meanwhile, she don't even follow me no more. So I'm like, how am I on her payroll and she unfollow me? Like, let's be real. So it was a whole big shit. But I told him there was gonna be no doc. I told them that she wasn't gonna be with Sal long. She stayed with Sal 2 weeks. I told them that Kenny was going to be her manager. They said I didn't know what I was talking about. 3 months later, the court papers, Kenny was her manager. I told everybody that Jennifer was going on Good Morning. Oh, all you gotta do is talk to everyone that's been with me from the beginning. Did I or did I? If Marcel is still in here, he'll tell you. Did I say, yo, all the Barbs, y'all better look out? The moment I saw Nosy Hole live, shout out to Nosy. The moment I saw Nosy Hole live, I said, Nicki Minaj better get in front of this because this blogger chick is different. I said that when she had 100 followers because I can just tell people. I can tell people her husband is her manager. No, she put her husband manager down. This is the thing. This is the thing. I don't really think Kenny's really managing her, but she put him down there so it looks like he has a job. She was putting him down in order to try to persuade a court to let him travel with her. You see what I'm saying? When they went back to court, they were like, "Oh, he's my manager. He's my road manager." So when she was trying to get the courts to agree to let him come with her on the road. That's why she did it. I don't really think he's in there managing. He don't know what the fuck he's doing. But that was just a way of her saying, yeah, he's got a job. He, is my security, or he's the manager. His name was on the paperwork for manager. And I told people that's what he's gonna do. That's why she's getting sued now. Who? Nicki Minaj? Yep. And the bars messed it up. I gave all the female rappers their own day. Well, I'm like, yo, you're gonna talk about only Nicki Minaj on this day, and the Barbs messed that up. I said I only want on Friday. It was Nicki Friday. It was Pink Friday, right? On Pink Friday, I did a video. I was like, it's not gonna be no negativity. It's gonna be all good stuff about Nicki Minaj on Friday. When I first started, I had Cardi B on Friday. They made a big stink. I got all these bars in my box. Oh, Nicki should be Friday because of Pink Friday. So they went and made a big old stink. I changed the days. I had Cardi B's on Friday. I changed the day. No, Cardi B Party Gang said, okay, no problem. I changed the day to Tuesday or whatever. I gave Nicki Pink Friday. They still messed it up because when it was other rappers' day and we in there talking about them, here they coming at Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap. I'm like, why are y'all in here on Megan Monday or Cardi Tuesday? Like, why are y'all in the chat talking about Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap? You just had her day on Friday. And they just kept on trolling. And then finally I said, fuck it, forget it. So they messed that up for everybody. Oh, Nosy. Nosy's getting sued because Nicki Minaj um said that no, not even Nicki Minaj said. She did say Nicki Minaj said that she said she was on coke and she's not, and that is defamation of character. So, but Nosy's response back was, when we asked you about the coke, you said listen to my music, and my music will tell you what type of drugs I do. So then Nosy got some record where Nicki was talking about cocaine, Coca Cola. So then Nosy said, so you said listen to your music. Now, even though Nicki said, publicly she don't do coke, she don't even do Pepsi, but that was afterwards. She said, yeah, but you said you in the room with the something something, the Coca Cola, whatever, Panoz, whatever she said. I forgot the line. So Noji was saying that's gonna be my counter. You said listen to your music, so we see what type of drugs you use. In your music, you said you're on that Coca Cola. So, but she was suing her because she said it's on coke and she's not on coke. So that's why she's getting sued. Megan is not coming back until after the court case with 1501. And Megan is coming back and she's going to be different. She's going to probably after, this, depending on what happens with her cases, she is going to determine whether she stays with Rock Nation or not. Whatever happened with her cases is going to determine whether she stays with Rock Nation or not. Because she felt very unprotected this whole entire time with Rock Nation as her management. She felt unprotected. You know, she felt unprotected with Rock Nation. DJ Academics was dropping stuff and saying Rock Nation gave it to him and stuff like that. And Rock Nation never once came out and was like, "That's BS. He's full of it." It's another, So she was looking like, "Oh, I got an op in my camp. Like, I got someone in my camp that's releasing information." Because that's what DJ Academics was saying. And if somebody's not doing that, and you go on national broadcast and say that, Rock Nation should have been challenging him like, oh, you going around saying Rock Nation gave information? Okay, who did it? Who from Rock Nation gave information? And then he should be able to supply who gave him that information. But they didn't do that. You know. And then Megan was saying that once this case is over, she was going to be suing, and she was about to go into a lawsuit, but then now she's going to have to go back to court. If they I don't think she have to go back to court for a appeal. They don't bring them back for an appeal. If he was to get a new trial, then she would have to come back and do it all over again. But I don't think he's getting a new trial. I just think they're going to say, nah, no new trial, but you can have an appeal. You run the appeal. If they do an appeal, she doesn't have to show up. You know, an appeal, they just have to bring information that is overwhelming, that it's going to change the initial verdict. Akon's brother. Changing with dating Akon's brother. And Kelsey thinks she needs to be held accountable. I don't think Kelsey did it. I heard that she might go to Columbia. Megan, yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance. Columbia's signing everybody. Yeah, because she's not going to go to Rock Nation. I don't think she's going to go under them for the records. Because not Rock Nation got just too many things attached to them. They got Desiree, and Desiree's not a good look. Columbia is giving out checks. I mean, not Columbia. I'm thinking, is it Columbia? Yeah, Columbia is giving out checks, right? So she might very well might go there. RCA, Columbia, something like that. Tracy was dating. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Tracy Ellis Ross. Yes, she was. She's got like a situationship with him. They've got a situationship. They do. That is a fact. They got a situationship. I've seen Tracy Ellis Ross with a few people, girls and guys. The best and worst. Well, you're gonna have to look at. You see, Denisha, we look at it different because you may look at Doja Cat as rap. You may put her in that category. I'm sorry, I don't. Like until she drops a project that is majority rap and not just rapping on the bar on the hooks or rapping on the bridge, you know, if she drops a 20 project, 15 of those songs got to be rap for me to consider her a rapper. So if she does that, then I consider her a rapper. But as of right now, she's a pop artist to me. She's just a pop artist that can rap. She's 2023 Fergie. Nobody ever considered Fergie a rapper, but Fergie rapped on almost every record. When she was with Black Eyed Peas, but no one ever considered Fergie a rapper. But Doja Cat does the same thing. When everybody wants to consider her a rapper. And I was trying to warn, like when the Nicki fans want her to be a rapper so bad, but I was warning her. I said the industry thinks of Doja Cat as a white woman. I don't care if she's mixed. The industry don't look at her as black. The industry looks at her as white because she resonates as white. So be careful what you ask for because you might get it. Because if they ever decide that Doja Cat is a rapper, every last one of every them records that Nicki hold is gonna fall. Because remember, she's doing it in double the speed because she's really a pop star. She's really a pop star getting um getting rap accolades. That's why if you're a Nicki Minaj fan, you better not wish for her to be considered a rapper. Because there's nothing they like better than to give that Queen of Rap title to a white girl. And Doja Cat in their eyes is a white girl. Trust me, I spoke to every executive in the industry, and none of them consider her black because she tells people she don't know her black side. She resonates as a white girl because that's how she was brought up. It's just like with Eminem. They love the fact that Eminem is arguably the GOAT. Arguably the GOAT. If they can have Doja Cat come in here, she's already got more monthly Spotify listeners, I believe, than Nicki Minaj got. I think she's got almost double already. If they can have her break all these records and she all these rap records and she's not even really making rap records, that's kind of like a cheat code. That's kind of like a cheat code, right? They would love that. No, they don't consider Drake white because Drake resonates as a black man. You see what I'm saying? That if Drake was like Logic, they consider Logic a white man. But Logic is mixed. But you'll never know Logic was mixed because they consider Logic a white guy. He's married to a white girl. He resonates as a white guy. Drake, all his friends are black. The girls, some of the girls he's dating is black. He says, "Oh, how come I never get the credit? He's got a black father, and oh, how come I don't get the credit for, he resonates as a black guy. He don't resonate as a white guy. He even made a comment. Whenever I get accolades, they never say, "Oh, first time for a black artist, such and such and such." So Drake has complained about not getting accolades as a black person. He's never did that as far as it goes with white people. He's never said, "How come they don't say that I'm the first Jewish person, the such and such and such?" Right? Drake is in black culture. Doja Cat is in, to me, she's in pop culture as well. She's not just in the only reason she's in black culture is because she has some black fans that want her to be a rapper. Let's just keep it all the way 100. Like I said, the reason why people fuck with me is because I'm the only one up here that's going to tell y'all the truth. And the reason why people don't fuck with me because I'm the only one up here to tell y'all the truth. This is the bottom line. Doja Cat should have been canceled for that racist bullshit she pulled. If that had been anybody else, if that had been anybody else, they would have canceled her. But Nicki's fan base did not allow them to cancel Doja Cat because they rallied behind her because she sucks Nicki's clit off every chance she gets. And she's doing that on purpose. The only reason that she does that is because she knows that the Barbs saved her from getting canceled before. and just totally forgot when she called y'all retarded. You see what I'm saying? The Barbs act like that didn't happen, but it happened. You can go Google. You can go Google her tweets. She never apologized for that either. But she just started saying, you know what? It'd be easier for me if I take to this fan base. Let me have them thinking that, oh, I worship Nicki because then they'll leave me alone and they'll back me in what I'm doing. If you notice, she used the bars for that video, for that get into a yeah. She's seen everybody saying that Nicki was in that video, and she never once came out and said, no, 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 she's not. She's not in the video. Why? Because she wanted to use the fan base to hype up the video. And all of Nicki's fans watched that video because they thought she was in it. And Doja Cat never came out and said, no, she's not in the video. She used the hell out of that fan base. She saw everybody that whole entire day saying, "Oh, Nicki's is in Get It To Ya. She's gonna save the world." And Doja Cat, and she's gonna pass the torch to Doja Cat. They put up all this scenario, and Doja Cat seen everyone saying it, and she never ever once said, "No, that's not true. Sorry, she's not in the video." She never said that. She let everybody build up the hype. And then when Nicki fans saw Nicki was nowhere in the video, they got mad. And what Doja Cat said, I never said that. I never said she was in the video. You guys just assumed she was. So why should I apologize when I never said she was in the video? Nicki has said something. That's the problem. See, but Nicki's not going to come. And I'm not even a Barb. And I'm like, why can't the Barbs take a hint? Do y'all remember when Nicki was on live saying, when everybody was saying, oh, how come you don't shout out Doja Cat? Oh, how come you don't follow back Doja Cat? She said she loved you on Planet Her. And Nicki Minaj said, when I don't do something, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I see things that you guys don't see. Stop trying to convince me to ride with something that is obviously my op. I heard her say it. She was trying to give people hints, but they wasn't taking the hints. She right, Marcel, and she was giving them it. She was saying that. She was like, stop telling me to follow people that I'm not following. If I'm not following them, I'm not following them for a reason. And she was like, y'all gotta stop letting people use you. She said that, but she said that. I heard her. No, but this is the whole thing. Nicki Minaj did not take it as that. She said, if you have to remember something, again, the behind the scenes shit, I don't expect y'all to know. I spoke to the person that I speak to that's connected to Nicki. I spoke to them behind the scenes. Everyone that all the Nicki fans are saying, oh, she was paying her homage. Nicki Minaj did not take it that way. And that's another report that I came and gave y'all. I gave people. And they didn't want to believe me. They said I was trying to start beef between Nicki and Doja Cat because I was jealous. Why I would be jealous of Doja Cat, I have no idea. And then what happened? 2 days later, Nicki unfollowed her and gave that speech on live. She didn't take that as, she took that as mocking her because that was the record that she sent her. Give It To You was the record, one of the records that she sent Nicki that Nicki said she didn't want to hop on. So then after Nicki says she don't want to hop on it, she comes out with the record doing that Nicki flow and then says, thank you, Nicki, I love you. Nicki's looking like, thank you for what? I didn't do shit. You see, you have to remember, people like Nicki Minaj LL Cool J, they don't take that stuff as compliments. They take it as disrespect. Cannabis. The reason why LL Cool J bombed on Cannabis is because Cannabis said, "Oh, LL Cool J is his idol. I want to get a tattoo just like LL, a tattoo in the mic." And LL said, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, baby. You can't, you can't, you can't, you can't. Hold on, baby Paul. You you can't be doing what I'm doing. You see, you got to earn that. You got to earn that. Just chilling out. Don't worry. Don't worry. the, the mic stays on the go." And Cannabis wasn't trying to diss LL. He was just like, "Wow, LL, that's my idol. That's my idol. Like, I want to get a mat. I want to borrow the mic on arm." You know what I mean? And Cannabis said that, and LL destroyed him. His career was never the same. So LL made Cannabis change his verse on the 4-3-2-1. Because the 4-3-2-1, he was talking about, "Yeah, let me borrow that mic on your arm, blah 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 blah." You know what I'm saying? To get a tattoo like a such and such. He had lines saying he wanted to borrow, like he's gonna take over for LL. Like LL's his idol. He want to get a microphone tattoo just like him. Let me borrow the mic for a minute, so and so and so. LL was like, "You're gonna have to change your verse." So LL is so, when it comes to hip hop, LL is so serious about it. Cannabis changed his verse, but L didn't change his, because on that record, LL made a verse that was coming at Cannabis about him borrowing the mic. But then Cannabis changed his verse, but L didn't change his. And it came out, and L's ripping Cannabis, and Cannabis had to change his verse. You see what I'm saying? So when she said that, "Oh, I'm gonna send you. I wanna rap like right." When she sent that to Nicki Minaj probably said she didn't want to hop on it because she probably felt as though Doja Cat was doing a cheap imitation of her. Because you gotta remember something. Doja Cat, a few years ago, was making her name by mocking rappers. She mocked Nicki one time. She said, of course, she's just joking, but she's like, "I love Nicki Minaj." But she was mocking Nicki Minaj. She's mocking Cardi. She was mocking like some of the female rappers, as a joke. But they don't all take it like that as a joke. And I believe the reason why Nicki did not get on Give It To Ya is because I believe she took it as an insult. If you want to pay homage to me, pay homage to me. But don't be getting on a record trying to rapping like me, because it sounds like you're mocking me. That's the way she looked at it. That's the way she took it. Trust me, that's the way she took it. That's the way she took it. She did not take it as a compliment. That's why every time people were saying, "Oh, Doja Cat, Doja Cat, Doja Cat. Oh, do you still love Doja Cat?" This another. She was like, "Yo, get off my case. Like, stop mentioning other people like in my life, on my timeline. Stop mentioning other people." And then every single time Doja Cat goes on live, there's bars in there. "Oh, well, you want to shout Nicki out? Oh, you want to shout Nicki out?" And if Doja Cat see it, she'll start singing a Nicki song. Doja Cat's very slick, and she's very conniving. Very slick and very conniving, but those fans don't see it. She's slick and conniving, and she's back in them chat rooms again. Just couldn't stay out of it because she's a racist at heart. I've been told people that she's a racist at heart. She had to apologize before because she got caught out there. But if she would have never got caught out there and people wouldn't have made no big deal about it, she would have never apologized the first time. She's a racist at heart. Anytime somebody is in around there saying, she was being mean to the only black guy that was on that website, calling him N-word, like calling the other white guys N-words around him. And then when he said something to her, she got so disgusted and was like, "No, you can't watch me." But that's when she was flashing her tits. But then she flashed her tits to the white guys that was in there and saying, "Oh, nigga, so and so, so nigga," or whatever, saying the N word to them. But the black guy, she was so nasty to and mean. She is a racist at heart. I know she done said nigga with the hard ER plenty of times. I'll be willing to guarantee it. Yeah, didn't do nothing when she know that was about Sandra Bland and she tried to change it, but the Barbs let it rock. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. She should have been canceled a long time ago. The baby is canceled for saying something about something about the LGBT, and he didn't even really say anything about them. He just said, "Oh, whoever ain't got no diseases from some sucking D, put your hands up." That's all he said. He didn't talk about the LGBT community. And the baby's never been the same since. He got taken off of Dua Lipa. That was a big record. He got taken off that record. He has not been the same since. She said that didn't do nothing. And she knows that that's a term when you're trying to make fun of black people saying they're ignorant. Oh, I didn't do nothing. And then she gonna say, "Oh, she didn't know that it was a sandal." Stop it, girl. You knew. You knew, but that's the type of personality she got. She be in them chat rooms, just couldn't stay out of it, boy. She be in them chat rooms with them white people, laughing at black people because she hates her black side. But then when people come down on her, "Oh, I love being black," blah blah blah. No, you don't. How you love being black when you said you don't embrace your black side? It's not my fault. That's not how I grew up. I grew up only embracing my white side. Drake got the same thing. Jewish mother, black father. How come Drake's not like that? And he grew up in Canada. But Drake made sure that he knew his black side. He went to Tennessee around his pops, and back in Canada, he's all his friends were black. He got a couple of white friends, but they hang out with blacks. You know? Right, but you know what I'm saying? You still have to find your black side. If you're mixed and you're gonna use the culture, that's my thing. If you're not gonna use the culture, then you don't need to find your black side. But if you're gonna use the culture and have people saying, "Oh, she's the first black woman," Doja Cat is not black; she's biracial. If Drake don't get no accolades for being a black man, then Doja Cat should not get any accolades for being a black woman. She is biracial. But I was saying, "Oh, she's the first black woman since Rihanna to do such and such and such. She's the first black woman since Beyonce." Doja Cat does not consider herself black, and you shouldn't either. They just say about I've never heard anyone say Mariah Carey is the first black woman with 14 number ones. I've never once heard anybody call Mariah Carey black. Anybody. I've never heard anyone call her black. Right, but you gotta remember something. Like in the her old TV shows and stuff like that, wasn't both her parents black in all her TV shows? I don't think she had any white parents. So Zendaya was always coming up like she was a black kid. Like her brother was all black. You know what I'm saying? So Zendaya has been coming up like she's been a black kid from the beginning. Right. Brittany Renner and Blaze her black side, but she does both too. Because sometimes she can be like, I don't know, I don't know. Because I don't even take Brittany Renner as a mixed girl or a black girl. I take her as a white girl. You know. But my point is, she didn't have mixed parents. You see what I'm saying? So when Zendaya was coming up, I just thought she was just a light skinned black girl because in them TV shows, she never had a white mother or a white father. She always had black parents. So if you see her in TV shows with black parents, why would you think she's anything else other than black? I just thought she was a light skinned black girl. You know, growing up on the Jeffersons, the Jeffersons, right? Lionel Jefferson. You always seen his parents. One white guy came in, one black woman came in. So you knew he was biracial in the show. You know? Jaguar Wright. Leave Jay-Z name out your mouth and get right. Get yourself right. Do your praying. Whatever you're gonna do. As long as you keep messing around with Jay-Z, wherever you think you're gonna go, you're not gonna go. Don't be listening to these people gassing you up. Oh no, don't talk, Jag. Don't let him tell you what to do, Jag. Don't let him, control you, so on, so on, so. I'm telling you right now, you better leave Jay Z alone. No blessings can come from that. No blessings can come from that. Yeah, she bet, and Jay won't even like have nothing happen to her in the street. He'll just make life difficult for her. You know what I mean? She's gonna be going through embarrassing moments, like her car to start declining and shit like that. That's the type of shit Jay be doing. That's the type of shit Jay be doing. He'll have your car declining and shit like calling the company like, "Oh, I got credit cards under you, whatever. If you got credit cards, Jaguar Wright got any credit cards underneath her name, dead them. You better dead them, or else I will not do business with you anymore." And if she does have any credit cards on that name, you'll dead them. God, I hate Paul George. She was meant to be Beyonce. Jaguar, you're old, you're finished. Um, Jaguar, that's her problem. Nobody else can see it, but I'ma see it, and I'ma tell you what's real. Jaguar got kicked out the whip, as Doggy Diamond says. You got kicked, Doggy Diamond and Blizz. You got kicked out the whip, right? You got kicked out the whip. and you're upset because you got kicked out the whip. If Jay-Z would if you check back her old, yeah, she talked about Diddy too. Two people that she the last two people she needs to be talking about. If you check back at old clips of Jaguar Wright, she always said, I don't have no problem with Sean Carter. Me and Sean Carter, we got unfinished business. I don't have any problem with Sean Carter. Okay? That was her own words. She don't have any problem with Sean Carter. But you know what? It's something, and you want to talk about Mary J. Blige. You want to shit on Alicia Keys. You want to shit on Erica Badu. And Erica Badu's a witch. You better watch that shit out. You better watch out. Maybe that's why you're so messed up. Look at the people that she's been shitting on. I heard, Alicia Keys is pretty spiritual. Alicia Keys might know how to do that shit. You fucking talk about everybody that might know how to do that shit. You know Erica Badu. You know how she give it up. I bet you be done set up an accident for your ass. You better watch who you talking about. Mary J. Blige worked very hard, but regardless of what Mary was a hoe, all she did was so. Maybe she did. But you know what? That whole thing only gonna get you but so far. At some point, Mary J. Blige had to start producing, or else they wouldn't be fucking with her to this day. So it don't matter how many dicks she sucked to get into position. If she wasn't delivering hot records, they would have been cut her. So don't sleep on Mary J. Blige. She's been doing this since 1992. And now she done went, and now she's on her second career, and then she done won two Oscars in the career in the genre that she didn't even originally come up in. Mary J. Blige didn't have no acting skills in high school and college, and now she's on Power. In between that time, readjusting her craft, going to acting lessons. Yo, you can't tell that takes dedication that you've been singing your whole life, and now you figure, you know what? I got to do something else because the singing thing, people aren't buying my records like they used to. People don't know me like they used to. They're not streaming my records like they used to. So I got to get out there and do something else. You know. And now she got two Grammys, and God only knows how many more on the line. You know. But she want to steady tear her down and tear down Erica Badu and tear down Jill Scott and tear down Alicia Keys, tear down Swizz Beats, tear down Diddy, tear down Jay-Z. Like, who do you like? You don't like anybody. You don't like anybody. Right. Mary J. Blige is nominated for 6 Grammys. 6. Can you imagine if people actually would have paid attention to that album? I got the album because I'm a Mary J. fan. So I got the Hello Gorgeous album. You know? It's nominated for 6 Grammys. It's a very good album. But she knows people are fickle. Go Bron. Go Bron. Uh. This boy, let me tell you something. This is a bad boy. 38 years old. This is a bad boy. He got what, 42? He the only one doing anything, man. 38 years old. A man, we got to have our best player is a 40-year-old man. It's a damn shame. Get him, Bron. Niggas trying to flop. Flop on this. Yes, sir. It's a bad boy, man. Right, the Umbrella Academy scored 40 points on all 30 teams. Get him, Bron. We need a couple of stops here, man. She's your Diana Ross, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta. These people, man. I always say it, and I get chills when I say it. These people like Mary J. Blige and in sports, LeBron James. You see, we lost Kobe, and Kobe was nowhere near. Kobe's my favorite player, but Kobe was nowhere near close to being as in touch with black people as LeBron James is. It's not even close. It's not even close. LeBron James is always touching the culture. He's always out there. He's always out there talking to people. He's always out there helping in his community. Speaking up for police brutality, speaking up for, social injustice. Kobe didn't really do that. And I love Kobe. Michael Jordan don't do that. But yet and still everybody hates LeBron. But every single time it come down for something for black people, who's the one that's always out there on the front line? LeBron. He's the one always out there on the front line. And everybody loves Michael Jordan, and he don't do shit for black people. It said charge him, overcharge him for sneakers. And he been overcharging them for God knows how long. That's exactly what's going to happen when they're no longer here. When they're no longer here, then you're going to be, oh, I miss LeBron. Oh, I should have gave him his flowers. This, that, and the third. You know? That's the whole thing. That's always been the argument with Beyonce. Um, always the argument with Beyonce has been what is her what is her um two things. What's her thriller? What's her classic album? That's the first one. And what is her trademark song? What is the song when you think of Beyonce that you think of this song? Mostly all of the greats have one that when you say their name, you think of that one song. Beyonce, you got a whole bunch of different answers. That should tell you something right there. I'll put it before it's over. She ain't gonna watch, but because she's not gonna like what I have to say, so she ain't gonna watch. But like before it's over, I'll put it in there. She's not gonna watch my videos because she knows I don't come on here and be like, "Oh yeah, pray for dad," blah blah blah. Like, because I think she's full of shit, and I told her that. I'm like, I don't think that you're lying about everything, but I think you're capping. I'm not. I told her that in DM. I think you're capping. I'm not trying to start anything with you. And again, I know you're not lying about everything because I was in the industry too. I even told her some places where I had seen her. I even told her some events that she was involved in. And she was like, "Well, I know you gotta be telling the truth because that definitely did happen." So I just told her, I just think that you're not being honest about everything. And trust me, I'm not the only person. If I think it, there's going to be 4 or 5 other people that think it. And she was like, "That's fine. You don't have to believe me." Um, it would probably be B Day, but So many people say so many different albums, and then her her her, her signature song. Is it Halo? Is it Crazy in Love? Is it Single Ladies? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Is it Dangerously in Love? Like, what's that Beyonce song? I would probably say Crazy in Love because you think of the dance. Damn. Come on, man. That's what I would think it was. Crazy in Love. Nope. Rebound. Let's go. Oh, he let him steal the ball from him. Come on, man. Yeah, I would have to say it's Crazy in Love. Me. But the fact that everybody, nope. The fact that everybody has a different answer should tell you something. You feel me? Like Prince, you saying Purple Rain. You know what I mean? What's that classic song? Purple Rain. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. You know what I'm saying? Stupid play, man. Dumbass. Stupid play. Once you gain control of it, just call timeout, dummy. Fuck. Right, Ashanti for well, I think it's baby, 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 but you know, Celine Dion is My Heart Will Go On. Where's Beyonce's My Heart Will Go On? Whitney's got one. I Will Always Love You. That's Whitney's. You see what I'm saying? My Heart Will Go On is Selena Dion's. You know, so that's all I'm talking about. Too far behind. Beyonce is great. Don't get me wrong. She's great, but well, for people saying she's the GOAT and this and the other, you can't be the GOAT, right? If you don't even know what your what you call the song is. You can't be the GOAT if you have no idea, what your theme song or whatever is. Who Anita Baker? Okay. Meaning her vocally best record that set her voice to great songs like Whitney and Anita. Right? Yeah, she don't have that. She don't have that. Tony Braxton has "Unbreak My Heart." That's Tony's song. You know what I mean? That's Tony's "Unbreak My Heart." Love should have brought you home. That's the two that you're gonna think of Tony Braxton on. You know, when you think about it, what's Rihanna's? What's Rihanna's? Is it Diamonds? Is it We Found Love in a Hopeless Place? Like what's Rihanna's? Is it Umbrella? Mhm. Interesting. Right. Fantasia's is When I See You. That's Fantasia's. That's the joint that you always remember Fantasia by. That's the joint when you go to the concert that you waiting for her to sing. Mary J, she got a couple. No More Drama. Her first one, You Remind Me, and her Thriller is the My Life album. So Mary's got a couple. Not Gonna Cry. Like you think about Mary J. Oh, and Happy, of course, because of the dance. Boom, 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 boom. Whoo! Mary started hitting that step, boy. Alicia's I Keep on Falling. Exactly. You know what I mean? So, and I would even go if it wasn't I Keep on Falling, I would go the song. I call it the shower song, and that's the song that you when nobody's home that you sing loud with the bathroom door open. I just wanna y'all know y'all, especially ladies, y'all know y'all will sing that song in the shower before. Ain't nobody home, so you know nobody can't hear you cracking. Yeah, no one, no one. Screaming your lungs out. Yeah, that's the song. That's the song where you in the shower and you and nobody ain't home and you like, yo, I'm gonna get this shit off. It's been on my mind. I'm on this Friday night. Ain't nobody here to make fun of me. Yep, that's true. That's true, Darius. That's a good one. I need a refill. Yeah, but she don't really have many songs. And what's her other one? She had a other signature song too. Refill, and then she had the other one. And then my girl, that the industry that ran the poor girl out. She just couldn't stop. She couldn't stand it. My girl, Heather Headley. I'm taking. I take nobody over her. Vocal wise, there is nobody that can out sing that woman. The only person that could out sing her is dead, and that was on her best day. That's Whitney Houston. Nobody else. Heather Headley, I put Heather Headley against anybody. Wasn't nobody fucking with Heather Headley. Vocals, shit, nobody. Heather Headley to me, she got out of the industry. She wasn't with it. She wasn't with the BS. She got out of the industry and went and did gospel. You know, the executives tried to play it. She wasn't trying to fuck niggas and suck niggas and shit like that. They offered her a big deal, offered her a big contract. She couldn't do it. She got out of it and went to gospel. Never heard of her again. That was my girl. In my mind, and but not just in my mind, the other one to me. I wish I wasn't in love with you, 'cause you wouldn't hurt me. It just ain't fair the way you treat me. Oh my God, child. Don't get me started in here. Wasting my time thinking about you. I wanna do the same. I think Nia Long wanna fuck Will Smith. Like she always coming to Will Smith defense. She come to Will Smith defense more than his wife. You know, these women be wanting to fuck Will, boy. Right, Little Kim's. She look. I mean, I would probably say Little Kim's is either it's probably Crush on You. Bonk bonk bonk. But I'm looking at TV on the video. I would say it's Crush on You, but she got a couple she can go with. You know what I mean? My favorite Little Kim song is probably Big Mama thing. Queen bitch. She a nigga for my nigga by any means, bitch. Bitch. Disease free, bitch. That was a shot at Foxy. Z, y'all didn't know that, did you? That was a shot at Foxy. Queen bitch. For my nigga by any means, bitch. Seed bitch. Disease free bitch. Check it. I write a rhyme that melt in your mouth like Eminem, bro, with the mafia. Remember them? That was my shit, boy. Oh yeah, he is. Heather. Oh, she was so fine too. Oh my god. I met Heather. I was about to cream on my damn pants. But by this time, she was out of the India, like she was doing gospel. But I was like, I'm sorry, I have to say it. You are so fine. She just laughed. She's like, oh, thank you so much. I was like, damn, she singing gospel. I feel bad lusting over her. um, Rihanna, she just has to keep it simple, but she gonna have to do it like if I was her, I would cut the medley in half. I'd cut the medley, make the medley short. You know what I mean? But you gotta have your impactful songs. If I'm her, I get right out the gate, come out with Umbrella with Jay. Rihanna, where you at? I don't have a heart. Umbrella's not too hard. Take it to the to the first chorus. When the sun shines, we'll shine together. On you have me here forever. I already got her set planned out. She didn't listen to me. I sent it to her already. And after she goes, Ella, like she do the umbrella joint, and then going down, bam, 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 bam. Go into that, you get people amped up. And because she says there are diamonds in the night, boom. After that, you go into diamonds. You bring out Sia to sing the background, so you could take it easy on your voice. So Sia can be one of your guests since she wrote the song, and you have Sia doing the backgrounds. Shine bright tonight, and Sia, don't come out there with your back turned, and don't come out there with no goddamn curtains covering your face. We already know your hit. The jig is up. If you come out to this Super Bowl, if Rihanna brings you out here to the Super Bowl in front of all these people, and you out there with your back turned, I'm gonna kick you up your ass, and you will never get on stage with Rihanna again. We already know you're ugly as fuck, so there's no need of you hiding your face anymore. Um, you know what? Now that you think of it, you could do it near the end after you do that damn dreadful ass. Yeah, because you know you got to do that tribute. They're gonna be showing Chadwick, this, that, and the other, and then "We Found Love" will lift people back up. So that's a good idea. So right after he goes, safe and sound. I'm like, okay, the beat about to drop. Burning in. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, do you gonna tell me the whole song is gonna sound like this? I thought it was gonna be like me me down. I was like, okay, I thought that was gonna happen. I was like, oh, wow. So after she does that damn dreadful ass song, then she can go on the bam, bam, bam. Okay, pick it back up. Get all diamonds in the night. Be a perfect time to do it after everybody done cried their eyes out and about to ready to commit suicide. Then you come back with dun, 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 right? Um, then you have to go. You have to do one of your old hits. So you probably have to do. I think the last song should be "Please Don't Stop the Music." Boom, 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 boom. The perfect last song. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. Let us say another side of my concern. That's a perfect way to end it. That should be the last song. You've done Diamonds. You've done We Found Love. You've done that dreadful ass Lifting Up. You came out with Umbrella. In the middle, you bring back Eminem for your two biggest hits. Um, the Love the Way You Lie and Monster. You do those back to back. Eminem was just there last year. The only issue, and I'm even hearing this is a problem, Jay-Z and Eminem are not seeing eye to eye because of the whole 50 Cent thing and the whole thing that got out about Jay was talking shit about Eminem. So if Rihanna wants him back, I'm hearing that she's trying to work it out, but he don't want to come back because of Jay-Z. So Rihanna is, from what I'm hearing, is trying to get Jay to talk to Eminem because 50, he done basically told him, nah, man, you can't show up, man. Man, fuck that nigga, man. He got so much to fucking say, man. When the halftime show is whack, don't say nothing, man. Man, fuck that nigga Jay, man. Don't do that show, man. So we gotta see what happens with that. A lot of personal politics, niggas' feelings is hurt and shit, so we'll see. Oh my god, there's a skunk outside. Yo, I smell it all the way up here in the fucking penthouse. I'm like, yo, I can smell that fucking thing, man. Imagine if they shoot you with that shit, with they piss or whatever the hell they shoot you with. You'd be stinking for a motherfucking week. Gotta get tomato gel. That motherfucking skunk stink, boy. Smell his ass all the way up here. Yeah, 50 Cent's a damn troublemaker. He's causing trouble. But she don't put Rocky out there. We don't want to see Rocky. His song that you were in was trash. The song that y'all had together years ago was trash. He's already brought you on stage and squeezed your ass on stage. That's how he got in good with you. Rihanna was like, "Oh, I don't even really think I was mad at that. That was actually kind of hot. That he squeezed me. He took a chance and squeezed my ass, not knowing how I was going to respond." That's the type of shit Rihanna be liking. He's gonna remember when she first met him, like the first time ever on stage with him, he grabbed her ass and she was like, ah. Yeah, she said that, but she didn't do nothing about it. Yeah, people got all excited because Drake is gonna be hosting a party near Rihanna, but it's not happening. ASAP Rocky gonna be sitting there looking like Kenneth, like the fucking vibe. Soon as I see something poking out, he try to do work and come up on the back of you. If I see something poking out, the fucking vibe. Nah, she's not even gonna do it. She's not even gonna do it. You know? She's not even gonna do it. She don't follow this nigga on no social medias. She makes it a point. She pays him dust. Like every time she don't say happy birthday, she don't even be like, "Oh, happy birthday to Drake." Which Rihanna, she be on some used shit because 2 years ago when she broke up with her son, and she was sitting there so heartbroken or whatever. She propped her ass right up at Drake's birthday party and was eating them damn McDonald's. That's when she was like fat, well, not fat, but that's when she was like heavy set. She was shoving that McDonald's down her throat, her and her friend. And then, you know, she gonna try to ghost Drake after I've been like, bitch, give me back my Happy Meal. Fuck out of here. Give me back my fucking Happy Meal. Hell no, Kia. He would trip only because, Drake was taking shots and stuff at him. And remember the Whisper Report? Remember the Whisper Report? They was at that party, the Drake party, when Drake threw for Beyonce, not Beyonce. Drake threw that party for Rihanna's friend, and they had back then they had a blog, and they put on the blog that Drake asked Rihanna to speak to her in private, and ASAP was like, "Go ahead, babe, go ahead." Told her, "Go ahead," and then she was like, according to a Whisper Report, she was, and it matches up when you look at the songs that came out after that. The Whisper Report was like, "Oh, Drake." She told Drake, "Anything you could say to me, you could say in front of my man," and that's the first time that she called ASAP her man. And then she was like, "Anything you can say in front of me, you could say in front of my man." And she was like, "Actually, when you think about it, that's some real disrespectful shit you doing." And then Drake was like, "You know what? Whatever. Like, I tried or whatever, whatever." And then shortly after that, Rihanna left. And if you go back and look at them pictures of them leaving that party, both of them looked pissed off. And everybody was like, "Oh, they had a fight. They're fighting." No, they were pissed off at Drake. And then Drake started throwing shots at Rocky in his songs. I believe on the one right before Certified Lover Boy. And then on Certified Lover Boy, he was throwing shots at Rocky. And then Rocky finally unfollowed him. No, he unfollowed Rocky. Rocky unfollowed him. He said, yeah, right. He said you can talk to her. But then Rihanna said no, anything. She was like, "No, anything that you can say in front of me, you can say in front of him." And Drake was just like, "Forget it, whatever." And she was like, "That's real disrespectful. Like, you telling me to come talk to you when my man is right here." And then Rocky was still cool with it because Rocky loves Drake, right? He credits Drake with part of his career. He's like, he didn't have to let me go and talk with him. Like, he put me on stage first for any other rapper, but Drake started taking shots at him. "Oh, she think that she's gonna get a something about you think you're gonna go get another rapper and it's gonna make me mad. I'm the champ at moving on," or whatever the hell he said. So then they don't follow each other. So they're not cool no more. And on top of that, he's the one allegedly that told Rihanna that Drake got Sophie pregnant. So Drake was not even really feeling that. Because Rocky was fucking Sophie too. People forget about that. Rocky was fucking Sophie too. You know? So he went and blabbed to Rihanna. If Rihanna would have never found out about what's the name, Adidon or whatever the hell his name is, they may have got back together. Maybe. But when she found out about that kid, that was it. She was like, "Nah, I'm not getting with him. And he having babies with porn stars. No, not getting with him." Yeah. Yeah, allegedly ASAP, allegedly Rocky is the one that told Rihanna about that kid. Because remember, they were always cool. They were always friends. Him and Rihanna was always friends, and they'd smash every now and then, like if neither one of them was with somebody. You know. So ASAP Rocky was like when they was into it. How many friendships Drake gonna lose over Rihanna? So yeah, when they're getting into it, Rihanna was thinking about giving Drake another chance because Drake allegedly had his mama call her, everything. His mother loved Ree. She loved Nicki Minaj too, but Rihanna is actually coming over the house, spending time with his mother. So she was like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna marry Rihanna and have grandbabies. I thought my grandbabies were gonna come from her." Didn't work out. So he was trying to tell her to call Rihanna for him and this and another. But Rihanna just got madder and madder when she found out first the J Lo shit. She seen him with J Lo instead of trying to get her back. So one thing that Rihanna likes is when y'all split up and it's your fault. Rihanna likes for men to fight for her. Like how Chris Brown, even after Chris Brown had beat her, whatever, he was begging and pleading, crying with her, crying, crying, crying all night, every night, and then Rihanna went back to him because she likes for guys to show that they're sorry and to fight for her. And the whole thing with Drake is she don't feel as though Drake fought for her because once she was like, yo, busted him in Vegas with the Gonzalez broad, um, she was like, "Oh, come up here and for your last show, and you got all these holes in the locker in the dressing room." And he had them old Dutch twins, them ugly twins. Um, he had the Gonzalez twins, and he had them other ugly twins that he be bringing from Australia, wherever the hell they from. And Rihanna was like, "What the fuck?" And I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was September 11th. It was 9/11, 2016. Summer 16. It was the last of the Summer 16 tour. And that's the last and I knew it was over. I knew it was over when they did work for the last time. Cause you know how Drake does work with Rihanna and they be all up on each other, whatever. This nigga was doing work and he was like 15 feet away from her. He needed a damn megaphone to be like, you and me to be done, 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 and we're come over. She was looking like, better not touch me. I'll come out here, but you better not fucking touch me. You better not touch me. You better not touch my ass, Drake. I bet you that. Look it. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. It's like he begged her to come out there. He begged her to come out there, and she was like, I'm just gonna come out there because of the fans. But I'm telling you, don't fucking touch me. Don't touch my ass. Don't touch me. And that nigga stood mad far away from her. And I'm like, how the fuck he gonna talk about something? Hey, man, we passing it. I got niggas. I'm like, damn, these niggas are dancing like. I'm like, holy shit. And he was like, oh, and the whole body language was like, yeah, I just want to ask this lady, and I know I'm out of chances. or I know I'm out of favors. And she shook her head like, yeah, nigga, you are out of favors. Y'all missed all that. Y'all missed all that. Um, he said, I know I'm out of favors. She was like, she shook her head like, yep, you saw. But can you please do one song or whatever, whatever? And hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can pull it up. And not too long, and that was the last night in LA. Then 2 nights later, she went to Vegas to his show, his last show. And that's when they got into the big fight. And she left. And she flipped off the paparazzi. The only time I ever seen Rihanna, who's always nice to paparazzi, the first time I ever seen Rihanna give the paparazzi a middle finger. Because she was so upset and she was so mad. Because the way Rihanna looked at it was, nigga, I friend zoned you all this time, and you kept begging me and begging me and begging me, take you out the friend zone, take you out the friend zone, teach me how to Dougie, take me out the friend zone. It's gonna work. Like I'm the one for you. Gonna work out. And he finally got her when he took her to that damn um aquarium. There was a picture of them. They're out at the aquarium. He's like kissing her on the side of her mouth or whatever. And that's the day they went. He gave her that stuffed animal, and then they went and got the tattoos. Her getting that tattoo was basically claiming him. Like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. She would have never got that tattoo because if that tattoo only meant friendship, why did she cover it? Why did she cover it? People trying to say, "Oh no, that was they just did it for." No, 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 no. Why did she cover it then? Because if it was only for friendship, then when they wasn't talking to each other no more, she wouldn't have covered it. She covered it. Yep. The shark, stuffed animal, and tattoo. She got a tattoo with him that day. They got matching tattoos. Yep. I hear you, sexy 60. So that's what happened. And if well, I told people, they were saying, oh, they were too busy laughing. Right. She didn't cover the Chris tattoos. She covered them tattoos. Remember, she went into the magazine and said, we have no relationship. So that wasn't like how when they broke up in the past, they were still cool. They were still cordial. They were still fucking whatever. This time was something different. And that it was because he got that girl pregnant. That's why. And at the same time, he was fucking her. So she's like, you fucking a fucking girl who they considered a porn star. Now you fucking J Lo, and you was fucking me. You could have gave me something. You had no remorse about giving me anything, and on top of that, you're making me look like a fool because now I went and got this fucking stupid ass motherfucking tattoo. Your mother ass, stupid fuck boy. Riri was hot. She was hot. I went and gave you a chance. Put this stupid fucking fish on my goddamn ankle. Fucking fuck boy. Yep, she was mad. Went out, allegedly had the Rihanna room like in his house. If y'all remember, if y'all remember, Drake's house was done, right? Drake's house was done. He had a shrine room in there for Rihanna. Studio, all her pictures, plaques, everything. So when she came to Toronto, she was gonna stay there. He had made a section in his house, the embassy, which he's in right now. When him and Rihanna broke up, y'all remember the time when he stopped building on his house and they said he had to renovate? He took that Rihanna room out and replaced it and made the nursery. Okay? Okay? I'm telling y'all some shit. That's why y'all fuck with me. I'm telling y'all some shit. Some shit that y'all ain't gonna get nowhere else. I got a direct OVO connect, like a nigga in OVO that I've been knowing for years. And everything they say connects when you listen to the songs, when you listen to the way she's acting. Oh, we're not friends. We have no relationship. We're not enemies, but we just have no relationship. Like, this somebody you've been dating off and on for a decade, damn near, and you have no relationship with them? That's what it was. And Drake, he wasted all that time chasing her. Maybe he put the skyscraper in the air. Welcome to the OVO family. That's because he had that room built in Toronto. She was gonna be the same way how she went out and was living out a lot out there in London. That's why they said welcome to the OVO family. Why else would they say that? Herman Drake was talking about marriage, kids, everything. You know, and that's why he said that on the LeBron show. Everybody thought me and Rihanna was like I was gonna get married and have kids with Rihanna because that's what they would talk about. That's why she was so mad. That's why she unfollowed J Lo that day and never followed her Latina ass back again. If you go back, then when got cool with Chris Brown and was saying, "Oh, the person that was causing the rift is no longer in each other alive," and that just made her even more madder. I made it even more madder. So, and then if you notice, like all you gotta do is go back, like go back to the dates, and then that was right around the time she was filming Ocean 11, and she had them braids in her hair. So when that was happening, one night she went out. Where does she always go? Whenever she's lonely, sad, just want company, where'd she always go to? Always turn to Leo. So one of them nights, she went out to the club, met up with Leo. I think that's the last time they met up too. Met up with Leo, and all the pictures she was taking, she looked sad. You could tell she had been crying. She was, you can tell she had been crying. She was filming Ocean 11 away from everybody. That's when she had got close with Sandra Bullock. What's her name? Sandra Bullock or Angela Bullock? Sandra Bullock. So she had went and got close with. She had started to get close with Sandra Bullock, through the filming of the show, whatever. And Sandra Bullock helped her through a lot of that Drake breakup. See, people can't tell y'all that. People can't tell y'all that. I don't even know if G told y'all that. But Sandra Bullock helped her through a lot of that breakup. And then once she came back in October, she met up with Hassan because Hassan had her phone number with his snake ass. He had her phone number. He met her at her concert, I believe, with Naomi Campbell. When he was smashing Naomi Campbell, Naomi Campbell and Rihanna were friends. And for anybody that says Naomi Campbell wasn't smashing Hassan, that's not that was never her boyfriend. Please tell me why Naomi Campbell don't talk to Rihanna no more. Please tell me why. If that wasn't Naomi Campbell's boyfriend, why all of a sudden they were tight? They were like this. Why all of a sudden did they just stop talking? Because because that dude was fucking Naomi Campbell first. So for all the Rihanna fans, to like, oh no, she didn't take. Yes, she did. She did an interview with G by phone, and G already put out what was said in the interview. She said she broke a code. She said at some point, there's got to be some sort of girl code. That's what Naomi Campbell said about Rihanna, and she told G, "That's all I'm gonna say." She's like, "Cause I know you. You're gonna put me on that fucking blog." She telling her in the text messages, "You gonna put me on that fucking blog." She was like, "So, but that's all I'm gonna say. At some point, there has to be some sort of girl code." Yep, she was sneaking around with her son. That's the reason why at first she didn't want nobody seeing. Then remember they went out at New Year's Eve. She was still kind of like trying to hide him, like you still couldn't see, but you was like, "Who looked like that tall dude that looked like security?" And the only reason they got busted is because the pilot that was chauffeuring her around in his private jet had a daughter that was on social media, and she went and blabbed it to everybody. She was like, "Oh, my father is driving this rich Saudi guy and Rihanna." She's like, "Oh my God, Rihanna's on my father's plane." Y'all remember that? And then after a while, him coming back and forth, and then she she was out with him in Spain or whatever the fuck they was, and that's when them pictures leaked out. A paparazzi got him a long zoom lens, and that's how the kissing pictures of them in the pool leaked out. And Naomi was meanwhile like, but then Rihanna was like, she didn't really like him like that anyway. Like, look at like she was like the 10th man on the bench, but that's not the point. The point is Naomi, whether he was the 10th man on the bench or not, that was Naomi's bench player. And if she's not gonna be with him anymore, she should have been the one to cut him off. But he went behind her back, started dating Rihanna. So Naomi just cut both their ass off. Like, okay, I see how it is. And then they was blatantly arguing out in public where they tried to lie and say, "Oh, we was arguing about a soccer game." Bullshit. You ain't even into soccer like that, Rihanna. And they were arguing over that whole relationship shit. When she found out he was married, she did not know he was married. The it ended up um Rihanna Navy ended up blowing that up because he was married to some girl over in his country. Rihanna did not know that nigga was married before. She could say all she want, right? So she never came out and admitted whether she did or not. Ain't no way she knew he was married. You know? And then you have to remember he was married to somebody that the parents knew, and she was, from over there. And one thing about Saudi guys and black women is they're very, very possessive, right? Saudi Arabian guys are very possessive, especially with black women. They feel like they owe black women, right? And I went to a dude. I knew a guy that I used to work with, and me and him was really, really cool. And I asked him, I said, coming from a Saudi guy, because he dated a lot of black girls too. And I said, why do why are y'all so attracted to black women? I said, what is it like? Y'all like thick women or whatever? And I told y'all this before. Let me tell you what this dude told me. He said, we go for black women because we know all you have to do is show them some money. He said, black women, all you have to do is show them some money and you can control them. That's exactly on my dead mother. That's what he said. He said, they're easy to control and they're easy to manipulate because they're greedy. He said, all you got to do is show them some money and you can manipulate and move them around anywhere you want because they're greedy. And when she was with him, that's when she started putting on that weight. That nigga was giving her Twinkies and ding dongs and ring dings, trying to keep her fat because when you gain weight and you get fat, it messes with your self esteem, messes with your self conscious. So then you're like, oh, you got to cater to him. Oh, he's giving you this, he's giving you that, fucking feeding you coffee cakes and all this bullshit. Rihanna was eating mad unhealthy, all on stage, running out of breath about something. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thought. Wow, wow, wow. When I do, man, give me wow. Wow. I'm like, but you need an asthma pump. You in and out, breathing. Fucking T Money. This pussy should go with an asthma pump. You in and out, breathing. That's what I said, boy. Yeah. It's like, girl, this pussy should go with an asthma pump. I was right there with my fucking asthma pump, like, yes, Tay. Yes. He in and out, breathing. And so she got all overweight. He feeding the fucking Yankee Doodles and Devil Dogs and shit. And then come time for them to start talking about getting serious, you know, he took him on a trip. All of the family went on a trip. It was okay, but you know, when what I was told, she did speak to Janet Jackson. She spoke to Janet Jackson allegedly. Janet Jackson was like, you know, I'm not into telling anyone what to do and why they should do it, but just judging from my standpoint and my situation, I wouldn't do it. Now, you have to make your own decisions, hon, but I wouldn't do it. So she was talking, and then at the same time, the parents didn't really like Rihanna. She's American, blah, 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 even though she's Bayesian, but they still considered her an American woman. You know what I mean? Even though she's Bayesian, they consider her American woman. She's American, she's this. She's not going to be able to get to the lifestyle, which she probably would not. She's not going to be able to get with the lifestyle. You need to just marry you a Muslim girl, such and such and such. Janet tried it, but when she had to share dick, she was like, no, I did not sign up for this shit. I didn't know I was going to have to share cock. No thanks. Wait a minute. Yes, that is my song. Flo Millie. Hold on.
This pussy should come with an asthma pump. He in and out breathing. I got
Hey,
him coughing, wheezing,
hey,
yeah.
yeah,
This
yeah.
pussy should come with an asthma pump. He
Hey,
in and out breathing. I got him coughing and wheezing,
come on, Tay.
yeah. He lose the air, he
Who's
lose
leaving
the
the
air,
air?
he
He
lose
lose
the
the
air.
air.
He know it's too good. He lose the air, he lose the air,
Ah,
he lose the air.
he
He
know
know
it's
it's
too
too good.
good.
He lose the air, he lose the air, he lose the air. He know
Oh,
it's
it's
too
too
good.
good.
He lose the air, he lose the air, he lose the air. He know it's too good. That shit like bow, ayy. Open
Hey,
it up, he like wow. Tiny
hey.
tricks, I showed him around. Ow, you could eat this by the pound. He like how it feel, he love how it sound. Bitch, I'm a queen, I'm sipping on crown.
Tay
Take money,
Money.
I'm busting like buckets. If he start tripping, you know I'm like fuck it. Hey, what is your budget? Trap is the light, I was here when you wasn't. You know I ain't budget.
Hey,
Yo, bitch that he bugging. He ain't
again.
fucking me.
Oh,
Then he ain't fucking nothing. Bitch, in the
nothing.
discussion. He can't talk right now. He drinking my slush. Hey, he say he love me.
That's my bitch.
This pussy should come with an asthma pump. He in and out breathing. I got
Hey.
him coughing and wheezing. Yeah. Hey. This pussy should come with an asthma pump. He in and out breathing. I got him coughing and wheezing.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
That's
lose the
some
air.
air.
He
He
lose the
losing
air.
air.
He
He
lose the
losing
air.
air.
He know it's too good.
That's
He
my
lose the
bitch.
air. He lose the air. He lose the air. He know it's too good. He lose the air. He lose the air. He lose the air. He know it's too good. He lose the air. He lose
Flo
the air.
Millie.
He lose the air. He know it's too good. Come in his mouth, I'm like fuck it.
Flo
Brought
Millie.
his face just to have a discussion. He can't breathe, I got him huffing and puffing. He losing air. He know this pussy way too good. Yeah, I like my niggas rich and hood. I look like a model. I got a fat ass when I walk. That shit wobble. Chanel on my back. Give a fuck about a follow. Yeah, I don't think he breathing. Put the tip in. I love when he teasing. Say it feel like cushion when he squeeze it. Make him go crazy. I know he gon' please it.
Pleasing.
Walk up the stairs, he pull my hair. He don't got a limit, he come from the hood. He losing air, he losing
Losing
air.
air.
I don't give a fuck cause my shit is
That's
too
too
good.
good.
Flo Millie shit. This pussy
Pussy
should
should
come
come
with
with
an
an
asthma
asthma
pump.
pump.
He in and out breathing. I got him coughing and
Ah,
wheezing.
wheezing.
Yeah, ayy. This
Pussy
pussy
should
should come
come
with
with
an
a.
asthma pump. He
He in and out, in
in
and
and out
out.
breathing. I got him coughing and wheezing. Yeah.
He
He lose the
losing
air.
air.
He
He
lose the
losing
air.
air.
He
He
lose the
losing
air.
air.
He know it's too good. He
He
lose the
losing
air.
air.
He
He
lose the
losing
air.
air.
He
He
lose the
losing
air.
air.
He know it's too good. He lose the air. He lose the air. He lose the air. He know it's too good. He lose the air. He lose the air. He lose the air. He know it's too good.
Shit. Yo, that's my bitch. Tay Money be busting out buckets. What? Yo, that's my girl, boy. I was going crazy. She did that at Summer Jam. Shit. That bitch is lucky I wasn't 2 seats closer because I was going to be on that stage. They would have threw my black ass out. That's my girl, boy. Tay Money, T busting out buckets. Yes, Tay. Come on, Tay. Come on, Tay. Okay. This pussy should come with an asthma pump. Fucking love this bitch's accent. He losing air. 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 Yeah, I'm out. I'm out anyway. Kia, I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna get on up out of here, y'all. If you want to send me a cash app, my cash app is at Heaven Hollywood. $ Heaven Hollywood. Just in case y'all niggas want to send me a cash app, which y'all never do. Like I'm gonna start hanging out in Lovely T's crowd because them motherfuckers over there. I'll be like, first of all, Lovely T got almost 1 million fucking followers, so I know her checks be fat, and y'all giving her extra money. Like, god damn, Lovely T. Let me check out my screens, honey. What's her theme song? Uh 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 What did he be saying? Something 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 something. What? Okay. Hey, don't fuck with you cuz it's disrespect me. Woo! I don't fuck with you cuz it's disrespect me. I go hi cuz. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't think of it. Hey you guys. Let me check out my screens, honey. I'm sorry, I'm a fan. I watch Lovey T now. Don't get me wrong. She better not let me catch her on a drunk night, cause it will be on like but hot butter pop cold. All right, you guys. Did we talk about our topics? Yeah, we talked about our topics anyway. Anybody in members only, I'm getting ready to drop a video in there. So make sure I love you guys. Dolly, thanks as always. Typical Tyson, thank you for not being a pain in the ass tonight. Let me stop. No, I fuck with typical Tyson. They're not ridiculous. Some of these people in here just be ridiculous, but at least typical Tyson isn't ridiculous. I can deal with their takes. Like they're very cool. She took little baby. What? All right, here goes Jada. Jada Wade. I don't know what she talking about, but Night AB Yasmin. No, I'm dropping the video tonight. Um, AB, Sexy 60, Falcon, Dolly, of course. Kia is gone, but thank you, Kia. Vulcan, thank you. We said typical 60, Big Barbie, Jazz, Viddy, Ruth, Bobo, Angel Aguilera. Whoever has not subscribed, y'all need to go on and subscribe now. You hear? Jazz, Tivity, Angel Aguilera, Kia Baby, Yasmin, Lindy, Ruth Bobo, Marcel, of course, Nikki Gallo. Everybody, just in case y'all left and came back or whatever. I said Jazz. I said typical. I said AB going up the charts. Jazz Angel said those names about the fourth time. Darius. I don't know if Darius is still there, but thank you, Darius. It's my guy. Um, who else? For all y'all, anybody missed on the beginning? Tokes, Kasim. Thank you, Patricia, Baldo. Um, I think that's it. It's pretty much y'all very active tonight, which is mad cool. I like the active. I like the active. This pushes your asthma pump. All right. Anybody out? Anybody else I miss? It was not on purpose. I love you guys. Hold on. Where's the singer? Hold on. I just want to show. I don't see no ring on these fingers. Wait a minute. I saw the one scene. Oh my god, this is like a work night, right? Damn. I'm keeping y'all up all times of the freaking night. Or American women. I want y'all to see this, whoever's still in here. I haven't seen this in so long, but this one part, I just want y'all to see this one fucking part.
Because I'm into American women. I like American women. I got a friend, got a Japanese girlfriend, you know, and Japanese women are the most docile women on the planet. That's real timid women. Like I walked in the house and his friend, Japanese girl, bowed to me when I walk in. I said, "What's wrong with your wife? Back and shit." She said, "That's a Japanese thing. They always bow." I was like, "Oh shit." And I said, "Miss, did you decorate the house?" And she looked at her husband. The husband did like this. "You may speak." And she spoke. And I was like, "Now that's pussy control for you there." You know, because I'm used to American women saying, "You don't own me." "Hey, baby, where you going?" "Excuse me?" I said, "Where you going?" "You don't own me." "You my woman, ain't you?" "I don't see no rings on these fingers." "Are you gonna put a ring on this finger?" Well, well, then you don't own me in, okay? First of all, let me tell you, I don't give a fuck who you are or what you have, okay? You got a whole lot of nerve to come inside and ask me where I'm going. I come and go as I please. I don't answer my father. I ain't gonna answer no man either. Ain't no man gonna tell me where I can go. I come and go. You got a whole
Tell me that ain't a black
chick. Who the hell
chick.
do you think you are anyway? Or come and ask me where I'm going? Nobody owns me. I own myself. I'm my own person. And we hear all that shit. Okay. Well, where you gonna be? I'ma be where I'm at. You don't own me. You don't. You don't own your woman. When I tell you, you gonna put a ring on my finger? That shuts you right up. You say, okay, because you don't. I know you spend a lot of your money on your woman, and I know you go to the movies, and you go to get the ice cream and the candy and the flowers and the anklets and the bracelets and to help her get some clothes, and you're spending all your money on shit you would never spend it on, but you don't own her. Just theoretically, that pussy's on lease. You're leasing the pussy with an option to buy.
So facts.
But be careful, because you lose half on the trade-in. You got to be careful. You got to have a JOB in the 80s. You got to have some money. You got to have some money. You can't get no pussy. Listen to the radio. That's what it's about. Listen to Madonna. I'm a material girl in a material world. You ain't got no money. You can't have no pussy. Basically what it is. There's a song out now called "Got to Have a JOB If You Want to Be With Me." And the lyrics go, ain't nothing going on but the rent. Like if you went up and said, "Hey, babe, what's going on?" "The rent, motherfucker." "Do you have a job?" "Well, ow, to get the fuck out of my face." Got to have some money. It says no romance without finance. And women love them songs. They go, "Have a JOB.
You want to be with me?"
Janet Jackson got a hit record. "What have you done for me lately?" That's what they be thinking. What have you done for me lately? The record start off like that. I know he used to do shit for you, but what has he done for you lately? Baby, I love you. What have you done for me lately? You the only thing on my mind. What have you done for me lately? We make good love. What have you done for me lately?
All right, y'all. Hilarious.